All right, guys. I cannot tell you, and you guys won't even begin to fathom how excited I am for these next coming YouTube trainings that I'm about to drop for free, guys. Okay, this is the kind of value that people pay $10,000, $25,000, $50,000 just to get access to and to actually learn. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be running through a full A to Z sales, but more importantly, the number one most in demand skill set, training, and guide. Full length, A to Z with you guys. And like I said, people charge thousands of dollars for this, and I'm giving it away for free for a reason, too. And you guys are going to get context at the end of this training. All right, it's going to be long, right? But I've been putting so much value into this, and this is just a fraction of what I have coming towards my YouTube. All right, so what you guys kind of see right now, I don't even know how long this is. Okay, like 24 pages. This is, I would say, like a tenth of what I'm about to launch on my YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to be dropping a lot of sauce. All right, it's going to be coming over the course of weeks, months, just because I've had so many iterations to this. Because I've not only had millionaires hit me up, regular people hit me up, but the caliber of people that are in my DMs asking me kind of, what are you doing here? What are the companies you kind of starting, and how are you guys like making money? Because it's literally brand new and it's untapped. There's excuse me, I would say nobody else in kind of my specific niche that I'm, pursuing right now. And I have a lot of stuff to come towards this YouTube. So strap in. This is the full A to Z training on the number one skill set that guarantees you cash flow and other businesses millions. All right. So presented by the founder of Innovate, co-founder. Shout out my boy Adi, AJ Abbott. Not only Innovate, but the concierge as well. I have multiple companies, but let's get into it. So just to show you guys that I actually know what I am talking about. All right, I have a screenshot of my dash for a couple of months when I started this company. All right, let me zoom in on this real quick. So in a span of, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, in a span of 6 months, my company was able to generate close to, I don't know if you guys can see this, $500,000. All right, most people they'll just cap on what they be making every single month, and I'm here to show you that I actually have proof of what I am talking about because I did the thing, right? So this is the only guaranteed path, and trust me, I've tried so many business models, which I will cover in this video. It's not even funny, but this is the one that clicked for me. This is the only path that was guaranteed for me and for you guys. And what I'm going to go over is to help you guys experience your first $100,000 profit per year as an entrepreneur. Yes, entrepreneur. So many people have been telling me, yo, you're spelling entrepreneur wrong. No, I'm not. Trust me, even the people at the highest levels know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, when I say entrepreneur. All right, so the only path to guaranteeing multiple six-figure profit as an entrepreneur by leveraging the number one thing in demand right now in a $1 trillion industry, right, in a $1 trillion market. Right now, just to show you that I'm also not bullshitting once again, okay, because I want you guys to actually, I want to emphasize this because I actually have results of doing exactly what I'm telling you guys to do, which in today's market is surprising because not a lot of people can say that I've done what I am teaching you guys, all right, and what I'm making videos about, all right, because most people, they just cap and yap on the internet, right? So I'll scroll down here and show you guys in a second. I had 240 genuine results that I got from my camera roll of just me screenshotting, and I couldn't even put it into a presentation or like a screenshot for you guys. I couldn't even put all the results into one screenshot for you guys. So if I zoom in, you can see like a couple of them, right? Okay, 16K profit, right? These are a couple closed deals, right? 5K coming out of the Stripe, 9K coming out of the Stripe. These are pretty mid, actually, pretty small. One of my clients used a Shopify to collect payments for what I was doing. All right, this is close to $250,000 right there. 15K payout through Stripe, 20K payout through Stripe, right? Jordan texted me that he's closed 3 deals, right? And these are just, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 that I zoomed in on. In this screenshot right here, I tried to fit it in to one screenshot for you guys, but that is 240 results, just like the ones that I showed you above. Hence, me telling you guys again that I know exactly what I am talking about. All right, and to give you guys a reason to even watch this video. All right, so to take question out of the luck, I don't know what this is. To take luck out of the question. All right, I want to show you guys where I grew up. All right, I grew up in Alaska, small town, Anchorage, not too many people, but this is what I lived in right here. This little box is what we could afford in my family. All right, very, very tiny. All right, this is me growing up. Yes, poor and poverty. I didn't really have much growing up, so. And I don't say that to just brag or cope or like any of that to make you feel bad for me. I show that to tell you guys, how did a first generation kid, because my parents are they immigrated from China and the Philippines. How did a first generation kid with a poor background, no business knowledge, negative 45K from college, manage to build a $4.1 million client portfolio in less than 1 year? It says 1 year, but less than 1 year. I showed you guys 6 months, right? How was I able to do this? Coming from my background. Okay, now I want to also call out, or sorry, I'll show you some cool pictures that I put in here. My first business trip, me and my business partner to Miami. This is a penthouse. We got the best one. I think it was like 40 floors up or something like that. Texas, another trip. Pretty much being able to do exactly what I want and travel and make money from anywhere in the world. Right? That's why I have those pictures up there. But before I get into what remote closing is, which was the first vehicle that I leveraged to make my first money, I want to also call out, or not necessarily call out, but show who this video is for. All right, so this is a nasty presentation on what I have for you guys later in YouTube videos. But this video, if you guys don't want a penthouse, all right, if you guys don't want supercars, all right, if you want to continue working your 9 to 5, right, stressed on bills, right, and basically not the nice things in life, if you guys don't want any of the penthouse, the nice lifestyles, whatever, you might as well skip this video, all right, because I want to work with the winners that want to make the most money, that don't want to work jobs, that know that the 9 to 5 is bullshit, that know that college is bullshit. Those are the people that I want on this video right now and to continue watching this video. Okay, so if you guys don't want any of the nice things, you might as well just go ahead, go back to your job, clock in. I know it's approaching the weekend soon, so you guys might be excited for that. So go ahead, get off this video, because I want to talk to the winners that actually want to make and change their lives for the better. Okay, so what is remote closing? Okay, is it the simplest, and I don't even want to say business model because it's not really a business model. It is an in-demand skill set that businesses leverage at the top of the game, like Alex Hormozi, Tai Lopez. Any business that you can think of and name right now, they all leverage these kind of people, entrepreneurs. Okay, so let me go over in kindergarten terms what this is. Okay, as you can see, any business, they generate what we call leads. People that want to buy stuff from the business, right? Seems easy enough, okay? Now, from these leads, they go to an appointment setter, right? An appointment setter is a person that sets appointments for a closer with these people. So I'll give you a really, really good example before I get into what a closer is. Think of if you've ever gotten a haircut, right? You have to book a call through one of their calendars, right? You go to their website and you book a call. At the highest levels with top businesses, you'll actually have to talk to a person to actually book a call with their company to buy their stuff. That is what an appointment setter is in simple terms for you guys, because I know you guys can't understand a lot of things. So closer, this is what I'm talking about right here in this video. What is remote closing? A closer is a person that takes the call with the person that wants to buy the thing. Okay. And once you go through the closer, if you're good enough and you don't suck, money is made because the deal is closed because the person wants the stuff. That is as simple as I can break it down for you guys so that you guys don't get confused. All right. Now, as a closer, you're going to close anywhere from $2,000 to $50,000 deals, right? Now, if you take 2 to 8 of these every single day, you get commission from anywhere, you can make a lot of money, right? Because the industry standard for a closer is 10%. Let me break it down even more for you guys. All right, so if you're closing a $2,000 deal and you get 10%, you get $200. Wow, right? That's a lot of money. That's more than most people make for 8 hours in a regular job anywhere. Okay, you can make $200 for 30 minutes of your time for just simply taking a call. Simply taking a call. All right. Now, if you close a $50,000 deal, right, and you get 10% of a $50,000 deal, that's $5,000 for a 10% commission cut. That is majority of people's monthly income. For 30 minutes of your time, I want you guys to I want to emphasize this because you guys are struggling to pay bills, right? To buy the things that you want, right? And you're stuck in this loop of not knowing how to make money. And there's people out here for 30 minutes of their time collecting your guys' monthly checks in 30 minutes of time. Hence the guy that you guys are talking to right now or watching. Thank you for spending some time with me. But that is absurd. Now, you can imagine that is just one call, right? Imagine if you're taking 2 to 8 of these every single day for a 10% commission cut, right? You will be making a lot of money. And the best part about it is in demand. I have so many business owners reaching out to me for high caliber talent, high caliber closers, appointment setters, entrepreneurs in general, right? People with high level skill sets from multiple businesses every single day. It is in demand. Like, these businesses are willing to pay you this much money to just do a simple task. Okay, so this is an evergreen skill set, right? Because sales, all the biggest names, if they were to lose all of their businesses, and I'll go over this in the next videos that I'm training you on, they would hop into sales, right? Because they know that sales is the only thing that you're going to need to start any business ever. Mark Cuban, billionaire, Tai Lopez, right? Andrew Tate, every single one of these guys, the vertical that they always choose to go into is sales because they know they can go out and make money tomorrow, the very second they lost their business, right? Because they understand the principle of what sales is, right? So the reason this is an evergreen skill set is because businesses genuinely need closers to run business. And all of you guys that want to start your own business, your own online business, I'll tell you what, if you started your own business, you would also need a closer or an entrepreneur, even if you were to start your own business. All right. So this is evergreen because every single business needs entrepreneurs, people with talent. All right. And entrepreneurs are the foundation of any business. And remote closers specifically is the number one in-demand skill set right now, this very second. Okay. And I'll go over that into another video, which you guys can watch. But let's stay focused because, like I said, I'm excited about these videos. But the demand is up and at its highest, and it won't ever stop. Plus, you are guaranteed money. How do you think I was able to generate $500,000 in 6 months? Because it's not a business model. It's a vertical where you are guaranteed cash flow. And it's a skill set you can always have with any business. Okay. So now let me go over all of the businesses that I've tried. And I know you have been looking into because you want to make money online. And I'm going to absolutely shit on them. All right. I'm not going to lie. That is exactly what I'm about to do right now. So why does remote closing beat 100% of beginner-friendly business models? Right, I'm going to go over these business models for you. So, a lot of you guys have probably heard of SMMA, right? Social media marketing agency, right? Well, this is what they don't talk about in videos or on the internet. In order to sign your first client, you have to do 1,000 outreach to sign a small 2K month client, and it's going to churn after 2 months. That is the bread and butter of SMMA. I've tried it. Don't worry. It sucks. It's terrible. Unless you want to genuinely just do 1,000 outreach for a client to leave you anyway in 60 days. It's just, don't even start it. All right. So drop shipping. This is like a glorified business model that people just love. Yo, have you ever tried drop shipping before? I hear drop shipping is really, really cool. All right, cool. Well, let me actually explain to you like the downside of dropshipping and what they don't tell you. So for dropshipping, you're going to need a lot of upfront capital, at least $5,000 or whatever, $10,000 to test products in a competitive market where beginners lose. Dropshipping, it's not beginner friendly. I don't care who you're talking to. It's just It's just not, right? You're not Tuzer. You're not Samir. You don't have the knowledge on the market to actually market these products because you're just going to lose, all right? And you need a lot of upfront capital. That is not beginner friendly. Okay, so if you're trying to also run a clothing brand, well, guess what? You will have to compete with the biggest brands, and you're going to need to know marketing from A to Z, and even more upfront capital because you have to pay the manufacturers, right? You have to test the product to see if people even like it. You're going to spend like around $10,000 to get your clothing brand up off the ground, and then you're just going to try to compete with Gymshark and Young LA, and you're just going to lose. It's just not happening. It's not happening. All right. So trading. This is also one that a lot of people glorify. And my business partner is actually a trader, and he still does what we are doing right now because it's a cash flow business. All right. Remote closing. And then obviously the other companies that we started. But for day traders, you're going to need to study the market for at least 2 to 7 years. Okay. And that is just like wasted time because you're going to have to burn through bread on the way. Okay. So instead of spending that 2 to 7 years studying the market of you just burning through bread, you can also build a cash flow business. And to be honest, trading, it's also just like gambling. It's high level gambling, and I can tell you right now, like there's people that make money. I'm not gonna front. There's a lot of people that have found success in SMMA, drop shipping, clothing, trading. But as far as beginners go, it's not beginner friendly at all. You're not FS Alex. You're not Lambo Raul, right? You're not these high caliber people that have been in the game for a decade, that have studied the market for day trading, and you might as well just spend the next 2 to 7 years building an actual cash flow business. Because I generated one in 6 months. Think about that. 6 months to 7 years of your life. That is a lot of time. All right. So just don't be stupid. Freelance copywriting, good luck. AI will replace you. And unless you're working with the big name brands already, and if you're watching this video, which means you are not, right? Freelance copywriting, you might as well just throw it in the gutter, right? It's just not going to work. Okay. YouTube automation. I don't remember the last time I saw someone doing this. 5 years to at least see returns, right? When that 5 years, like I said, could be spent building a genuine business, right? Instead of some side hustle. Amazon FBA, another business model where you're going to need a shit ton of capital to buy the products, to host on your Amazon page, whatever. And then you're just going to lose to Kevin Pack, Ecom Side Hustles, and Will Rivera. They have a lot of market share. They already sell so many goddamn products. This is just not beginner friendly. And you just need so much capital to start Amazon FBA. Same thing goes for real estate, all right? If you're trying to get in real estate as a beginner, just like you don't know how to leverage debt and you don't have any cash flow coming into the business anyway. So like you just might as well not even try. It's not ideal for beginners, all right? And then glorified agency, I'll let you guys know right now, me and my business partner went down the agency route. And it is terrible. Okay. Like the threshold will reach to get to 50K a month, which my business partner and I did. It's just slavery. This is gonna sound weird, but it's not even worth the 50K a month. You guys won't understand. Well, people that are in the agency space, you'll understand what I'm saying. But beginners, it's gonna sound weird, but it's not even worth the 50K a month. Okay. It's entrepreneurship slavery, low. It's a glorified, commoditized service that will die out, and people can learn your stuff for free. Right? Just like how I'm making this YouTube video for free, you can go out and learn this, like the agency, like whatever their service is, you can pretty much go learn it from Alex Hormozi. Okay. TikTok shop. I mean, I'm not too familiar on this business model because it's new, right? But what I'm getting is like you're leveraging an audience for other people, for other brands, and you're promoting their stuff on the TikTok shop, right? You better off just starting your own personal brand anyway. I mean, I know a couple people that are doing TikTok shop that have come to me anyway to do exactly what I'm showing you guys in this video. So I wouldn't even try. So back to, what I was talking about. These are all outdated. All these business models, every single one of these, they're just outdated. All right. But you've probably heard of them for like years and you just never took action. Right. And it is just like the drop off for college and university. All right. So what do I mean by that? So like, college and uni, like no one really talks about going to, oh my God, I'm going to get rich, so I'm going to go to college. Nobody says that anymore. Maybe your parents' parents, your grandpas, lived a decent life by going to college, by spending $250,000 and then getting a job that'll pay you 100K, which was a lot of money back then. But now, like, the new mill is 10 mil. And any of these business models, it's not going to get you there right out the gate. I'll just let you guys know that right now. So, and I'm not just yapping. Let me actually go over the facts, like actual facts. So, the formal education industry is $850 billion, and it is dropping by 6% every single year. Interesting, because that is the exact same thing that is happening to these old online business models like drop shipping, trading, agency. Everyone, and I'll let you guys know this right now. You know this if you guys are watching this, like mentally, you guys know this. Everyone knows that majority of business owners are hopping into the $10 trillion industry, which is the online education, right? Everyone, you guys have heard this term. I know you guys have. Everyone is, they're selling a course. They're selling a mentorship. That's what you're doing. You don't even do the business models, right? Well, I'll let you guys know right now. Those are the people that are winning. So don't look at that as a negative. Look at it as a positive, because these guys are they're genuinely retiring. I know it because I have worked for these people that are selling your quote unquote mentorships or whatever courses. Okay. And to show that this is also a fact, yes, 10 trillion by 2030. That is a huge, huge market. So when I say don't look at that as a negative, because there's people out there, they're just stupid and they're just going to die poor. Oh, bro, you're just selling a course. You're just selling this. Well, that's what the winners are doing. So Alex Hormozi, he's going to be a billionaire within the next 5 years, right? He's ran up acquisition. One of his biggest investments is school. Why do you think one of the most successful people of our time is making his biggest investment into the education industry? Why do you think that is? All right. So I'm going to, like I said, this is also a fraction of what I'm dropping on my YouTube. So I hope you guys are getting excited, but this is the new model. And I have actually another presentation for you guys that I'll give you some insight into. I'm not going to cover all this because this is part of a whole way bigger in-depth training, which I'm excited to show you guys, but I'll give you a little sneak peek. So to let you understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So if you guys know what the gold rush is, or oil or real estate is, you probably should, but these were trends that happened in history that ended up creating generational wealth. And when I mean generational wealth, I mean like fuck you money, like retired forever. I will never have to worry about money ever again. So let's go over the first one, the gold rush. The gold rush back in 18 buttfuck, it generated $2.7 billion. Back in 18 whenever. Now that is a lot of money for back then. $100,000 a year was a lot of money. You can imagine $2.7 billion, right? That is fuck you money. That's what I'm after. I hope you guys are after it too. But same thing with oil, okay? It was, in a lot of like royal families or whatever, they've retired off of oil. I don't even have to describe the facts. You know it, I know it. And then early real estate. It is also a $47 trillion industry, okay? And these were trends that if you were to invest in real estate back then, you would be retired. If you were to invest in oil, you would be retired. If you happen to be in the gold rush, if you're not dead yet, you would have been retired, okay? And that is the exact same thing that is happening right now in this digital era on the exact video that I'm talking about right now, okay? The education industry, sorry. It is the new gold rush, all right? And that's why remote closing is a guaranteed cash flow business model. And if you get in early, okay, I'm telling you guys, you can retire and have everything that you've ever wanted, like myself. All right. So I just went on like a 10-minute yap on describing other business models, right, et cetera. But the question that you guys are probably asking right now, okay, that's all cool, AJ, but how do I leverage this to make my first $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 online? All right. And I have 2 simple steps for you guys. That is it. That's how simple entrepreneurship is. 2 simple steps that is keeping you back from everything that you have ever wanted. I promise, because it was the exact same thing that happened to me. Okay, and the first step is learn the skill of sales. Once you understand sales, you understand what business truly is and what transactions really are. All right, simply a service or product for money. Okay, and like I said, this is an A to Z training. So I'm gonna go over a remote closing framework. All right, there are 8 phases in a call, right? The call where you make thousands of dollars for 30 minutes of your time, right? So, and this is very brief insight into these calls, like or into these phases, because there's just no way I'd be able to explain to you in depth in just one 30-minute YouTube video, or however long this video is going to be. I could go on for like hours on every single one of these phases. All right. But to put it in simple terms for you guys, because some of you guys are stupid, the intro is where the rapport is built, and getting your prospect to trust you so that when you go to higher level questions, they don't give you surface level answers. Okay. Intro, simple, about building rapport, building trust, so they give you better answers in the call. All right. So, because you're not going to just give a random person thousands of dollars if you don't trust them. All right. So, situation awareness. This is where you gain insights and leverage into your prospects' situation so that you can understand whether or not you can help them. Right. Because some people you genuinely cannot help. Right. So, that's what situation awareness is about. You need to understand your prospect's situation. Right. Problem awareness. In this phase, you are identifying what is stopping them from getting to their XYZ desired outcome. Right. So I'll give you a quick example, right? Take a fat person and they want to be fit, right? In the middle, there is some sort of obstacles, right? Either they don't have the right training programs, they don't have the right nutrition programs, or they just don't have accountability at all. And that is exactly why they cannot get fit. Okay. That is where this phase is. I hope that's simple. So solution awareness. See, this is the phase where you understand what they've tried and you can understand more about the obstacles that are kind of in their way. So let's go back to the fat person example. So let's say they have tried a fitness program before and it was just terrible, right? You need to understand that in order to help your prospects on the call. You can be like, oh, okay, so this program didn't work for you. All right, I see the problem with this. It actually doesn't suit you. This would help better, right? That is where the solution awareness is. For you as the closer, you need to understand what your prospects have gone through up until that call. All right, so coming up in the last couple of phases, commitment. All right. So this is where you extract how important it is for them. I spelled it wrong. It is for, I'm sorry, when you get to this level, you sometimes forget how to spell. But this is where you understand how important it is to build urgency in the call. And if XYZ problem for prospects is prolonged, this is where you instill the consequences and letting them affect their situation longer. So what do I mean by that? All right. So you would say something like, okay, how important is this for you right now? Because we have 1,000 people reaching out to us wanting to get help on this. Why is this important for you? Right. From there, you'd understand, all right, cool. Why is this important for John to make $10,000 a month? Right. Oh, I'm stressed on bills, yada, yada, yada. Right. Consequence phase. This is where you identify what will happen if XYZ problem keeps happening. All right, so what is the consequences of staying fat, John? All right, cool. You'll be obese, you'll die, you'll cut 20 years off of your life, and that's just not something you want to do. That is a brief example of what the consequence phase is. So transition phase, this is where you relay back to the prospect or the person that wants to buy the stuff, right? What was covered in the call, specifically their pain points. All right, so that you can show that you were actually listening and that you actually care about helping them. Okay, that is simple. Now, the last part is pitch. This is where you make the money, providing the XYZ solution to help all of their problems. That is as simple as I could go into the closer framework without going on a tangent. All right, and like I said, I will make more videos. I'm excited for this. More videos in depth on these phases, on these trainings to help you guys out. All right, so I also have in here, and I'll drop this at the end of the YouTube as well. You can go check it in the description. This is the closer framework. It goes over exactly what questions to ask, why you ask them, bar for bar, word for word. Okay, and this script has generated more than $500 million in sales. And I've used it myself, so I know that it works. I'm giving it out for free. Just click the link in the description. It'll be there somewhere. All right, so that is step one. Learn sales. Learn the closer framework. Learn these phases that you need to know to actually convince people to give up this money so you can make commissions. That is step one. Seems simple, right? Now, step two, I promise you, it's even simpler. Okay. Find a creator that runs a high ticket offer on the internet, like myself and other people, that are in business that genuinely are in this and making a lot of money, not the people that just make videos and then just know how to attract attention and then don't know how to monetize it and then they're just broke. I've seen it. Find a creator and an actual business owner that runs a high ticket offer that you know is generating money and offer to close their deals. Because I can tell you right now, they need you. Majority of people's businesses, their sales teams suck. This happens at the highest level. I was in companies that were making $250,000 every single month, but they could have been doing $500,000 if they just didn't suck. All right. That is at the highest levels. Okay. So, what are the 4 methods for you guys to find these people? Okay. Number 1, it's Instagram. Just hands down. Ideally, you wouldn't even need any other platforms. I was able to generate $500,000 just off of Instagram. It is the number 1, right? Thousands of influencers post that they need closers every single day. I see so many of them. They post on their stories looking for 2 appointment setters, looking for 2 closers. I'm telling you guys, this is in demand. All right. And the best way to do outreach on Instagram is what I call network surfing. Okay. So let me zoom in for you guys. So whenever you go, these are business owners. You guys probably seen these too. If you haven't, you've been living under a rock. Alex Hormozi, if you don't know him, go watch him now. But essentially, if you click this icon in the top right, all right, you'll be able to pop up multiple different creators that are exactly like this person. And I know Alex Hormozi runs obviously you're not going to be able to work with Mozy. You're just not. You're not that good at it. But like people like Eddie, if you click the top right, it'll pull up more people just like Eddie that are running a high ticket offer. I know that Eddie is he's running a growth operating offer, charging like $3,000 to learn, I think. I'm not too sure. Might be a guesstimate. But it pops up other creators that you can reach out to that have money, that have offers, that need you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I guarantee you every single one of these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, their sales teams just suck. More than likely, they suck. All right.